lady reproductive system. On the model, the ovary, right here.
Mm-hmm.
In the book, do you want to do the book stuff, or no?
Sure.
Okay, ovary, ovary, ovary. Shit, here, let me scoot over here. Okay. The uterine fallopian tube is this tube right here.
Okay.
Before it reaches the ovary, this part right here is called the infundibulum of the uterine tube. And then these like finger-like projections on top of the ovary are called fimbriae. So here's the fimbriae on the picture, the infundibulum, and the actual fallopian tube. Okay, then there's the uterus. This is a cross-section of the uterus. Here's the back side of a uterus. Inside the uterus is a uterine cavity, which is all this area,
Mm-hmm.
and on this picture, all this area. So then there's the different sections of the uterus,
Mm-hmm.
which is the fundus of the uterus, like in the stomach.
Hmm.
So
That
fundus.
was the top part, right?
Yeah, fundus.
Yeah.
And then the body, which is like from here to here,
Mm-hmm.
like the body in the stomach, like
Mhm.
this area. And then there's the cervix, which is kind of like the pylorus in the stomach. So this is the cervix. Then there's the layers, which are in the book. Lining the cavity is the endometrium, first layer. Then in the middle is the myometrium. And then there's a perimetrium, which is the outside, kind of the outside of the uterus. The external OS. The external OS is where the uterus empties into the vagina. This is the external OS section right there. And then there's a bunch of stuff that's in the development chapter that I don't know. Okay, so suspensory ligament of ovary. There's the suspensory ligament of the ovary goes from the ovary to the uterus. This is the suspensory ligament of the ovary right there.
Okay.
And in the book, the suspensory ligament is right here. It's called the ovarian ligament, but that's the suspensory ligament of the ovary. Then there is, I take that back. Take that all back.
You can't.
Erase!
You got to keep going.
Okay, just scratch that. This is the ovarian ligament.
The ovarian ligament.
Ovarian, yes. And this is also the ovarian ligament. The suspensory attaches to the top.
Which makes sense because it's on suspending it.
Yes. Suspending the infundibulum down.
Okay.
And here's the suspensory right here on the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then broad ligament, which is like mesentery on the pig, it attaches like the in-between stuff between the fallopian tube and the uterus.
So on this model,
Not on there. Not on the model picture.
it's the connecting tissue between the uterus and the fallopian tube. So it would kind of be like this stuff here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a structure.
All right.
Yeah, it would be in there.
Yeah, we're taking video.
Okay, the vagina is
The vagina.
this area
Okay.
right here,
Mhm.
after the, what was
Cervix?
this part? Oh yeah, cervix, and after the external OS.
External OS.
Then there's the posterior fornix.
Wait, so for the external OS, would that be like this area?
It's like literally this.
It's right
part.
before the cervix.
It's like right there. Like no, it's the
Oh,
cervix
that's-
is the part of the uterus.
It's like the
external
hole.
OS, yes.
Okay.
And then the external OS empties into the posterior and anterior fornix. This is the posterior towards the butt. and anterior fornix towards the front. Mons pubis is just, there's a very neat picture in here. Pretty grotesque picture.
Grotesque?
Mons pubis.
That's like the pubic area.
Yes, it is. The clitoris, right there.
Which is actually, it starts out as the head of the penis. I mean, it's the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just read that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. On the model, the clitoris is right here, number 6. Okay.
Penis.
Labia major are external. I feel like this picture is
big
more-
lips?
Yeah, external. Labia minor are internal.
Little lips.
Vagina orifice is this kind of, it's shown dilated in this picture, but it's like this area, bigger area.
It's the open hole.
Yes. Breast,
That's pretty easy.
this whole deal. It's a breast.
Mm-hmm.
The suspensory ligaments on the breast come from like the pectoralis muscle to the front. In between all of the adipose tissue. I mean, yes, adipose tissue. Mammary glands are these purple things. Lactiferous ducts is what the mammary ducts turn into near the nipple. So
Gotcha.
lactiferous. Nipple, this area, this is a half of the nipple. And then this is the areola around the nipple. That's all.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good job.
Yay!
You want to do the male one?